The Middle East is once again on edge. US is building one of its biggest military deployments in the region in years. 2 aircraft carriers, dozens of warships, advanced fighter jets, and thousands of troops are now positioned close to Iran. At the same time, nuclear talks between Washington and Tehran continue, but both sides admit they remain far apart. President Donald Trump says diplomacy is his first option, yet US officials confirm military plans are ready. Some reports suggest strikes could come within days if negotiations collapse. Iran insists its nuclear program is peaceful. US demands Tehran give up uranium enrichment and curb missiles and regional proxies. That gap is where the crisis now sits. The American military buildup is massive. Fighter jets, command aircraft, and air defense systems have moved into the Gulf. Cargo flights have transported weapons and ammunition. Satellite tracking shows aircraft carriers USS Abraham Lincoln and USS Gerald R. Ford moving into position. Officials say this is the largest American air power presence in the Middle East since the Iraq War. Washington has also warned Britain not to weaken control over Diego Garcia base, which could be used if a strike happens. At the same time, the US is pulling troops out of Syria while reinforcing positions around Iran. Analysts say that signals a shift in focus towards a possible confrontation with Tehran. Indirect nuclear talks in Oman and Geneva produced only limited progress. Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi says both sides agreed on guiding principles for a potential deal. But US Vice President J.D. Vance says Iran has not accepted key American red lines. Iran refuses to abandon uranium enrichment and rejects talks on its missile program. US believes Iran must make deeper concessions.
Talk to let negotiations go a little further. I mean, where do things stand after yesterday's talk?
I think you heard from the administration and the State Department yesterday that there was a little bit of progress made, but we're still very far apart on some issues. I believe the Iranians are expected to come back to us with some more detail in the next couple of weeks, and so the president will continue to watch how this plays out.
Even as diplomats talk, both sides prepare for conflict. Iran missile sites are being repaired and fortified. Satellite images show tunnels buried, facilities reinforced, and new structures built around sensitive military locations. Iran has responded to US pressure with military exercises in the Strait of Hormuz and joint naval drills with Russia and China. The exercises, called Maritime Security Belt 2026, are designed to signal that Tehran is not isolated. Iranian commanders say the drills aim to prevent unilateral action and protect shipping routes. Electronic warfare practice and coordinated operations suggest preparation for breaking any future naval blockade. The Strait of Hormuz remains a critical choke point for global energy. Any conflict here could disrupt oil supplies worldwide.
We must have deterrent weapons. If a country does not have deterrent weapons, it will be crushed under the feet of its enemies. Deterrent weapons are one of the necessities of our nation. The Americans are interfering in this matter without any reason. You may have such and such missiles, you may have such range and not more. What does it have to do with you? It concerns the Iranian nation.
Moscow's position is complicated. Russia and Iran signed a strategic partnership that promises assistance.
Do not get a consolidation loan until you see this. I'm Mario Lopez here, and if you're thinking about getting a consolidation,
promises assistance during aggression, but it stops short of a full defense pact. Russian leaders warned that a US strike could have serious consequences. In fact, Russian Defense Ministry confirmed that Russian corvette Stoichye had arrived in Iranian port of Bandar Abbas. They released the video of arrival and welcoming ceremony. Yet analysts say direct military intervention remains unlikely. Russia did not intervene during earlier strikes on Iranian nuclear sites and has limited capacity due to commitments elsewhere. Experts believe Russia's support will likely stay indirect. Intelligence sharing, electronic warfare, support and advanced air defense cooperation could raise the cost of any US attack without triggering a direct Russia-US clash. For Moscow, Iran is a key regional partner. Losing Tehran would weaken Russian influence across the Middle East. Still, Russia tends to prioritize its own strategic interests over alliances. China plays a quieter but powerful role. More than 80% of Iranian oil exports go to Chinese buyers, helping Tehran survive sanctions. Beijing calls for stability and avoids open confrontation with Washington. But Chinese technology and surveillance support have strengthened Iran's internal security systems and helped the government suppress protests. Military cooperation between China, Russia and Iran during naval exercises carries political weight, even if analysts say the small number of ships does not dramatically change battlefield realities. In simple terms, China supports Iran economically and politically, but it is unlikely to fight the US directly. Recent wars, economic crisis and mass protests have weakened Iran's regional influence. Hezbollah and Hamas have taken heavy blows and domestic unrest has shaken the regime. Yet experts say the Islamic Republic remains resilient. The powerful Revolutionary Guard continues to control security. Opposition groups remain divided and lack a unified leadership. Even if strikes happen, a regime collapse is not guaranteed. Iran has survived decades of sanctions, conflict and internal unrest without major fractures. Analysts outline several possible scenarios. The US could launch limited strikes targeting nuclear and missile facilities. Iran could retaliate with drones, ballistic missiles, or attacks on US bases in the region. There is also risk of mining shipping lanes in the Gulf or swarm attacks on naval vessels. Any escalation could join proxy groups across Lebanon, Iraq, or Yemen. Some believe a strike could force Iran to negotiate from a weaker position. Others warn it could trigger military rule or a wider regional war with unpredictable consequences. Right now, Washington's strategy mixes diplomacy with pressure. Trump's advisors say talks may soon reach a breaking point. Israel is preparing for a possible joint campaign while Gulf states push for de-escalation behind the scenes. Russia and China appear more interested in shaping the outcome than fighting the war themselves. Their presence complicates American planning but does not guarantee military intervention.
Rule number one, smell 24/7 fresh with Old Spice Legacy.